Hey everybody, it's Rob here at etrailer.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the PTC Custom Fit Cabin Air Filter on our 2017 Honda CRV. Now, whether you realize it or not, most cars on the road now have a cabin filter. Now, what the cabin filter does is it filters all the air that's from the outside before it comes through our vents, just like the furnace filter at your house. It's going to filter out all that dirt, debris, allergens, pollutants, smog, everything else that's floating around the air before it comes through our vents so we can have fresh, clean air to breathe inside of our CRV. Now, a lot of people don't realize, but the air inside your car can actually be up to 6 times polluted more than the air outside. And that's because once it comes in, it gets trapped in here. So all the exhaust coming from the other vehicles, not to mention all the particles of road debris that are flying around, end up coming into our car and we're breathing all that in. So checking your cabin filter and servicing it will make sure that you can breathe easy, especially if you have any kind of breathing problems or allergies. I know we've all been to the service center and we've been offered to have our cabin filter replaced for us. Now that's fine and well, but I really don't feel like there's a reason to pay somebody to do it, especially on our CRV. It's super easy to get to, and in fact, there's no tools required to replace it. So we have a new one here, so we're gonna go ahead and set it aside. We'll check our cabin filter, and we can replace it if we need to. First thing we wanna do is come to the passenger side and open up the glove box. Now, on the passenger side, all the way against the door, there's a little rod that acts as a shock that prevents the glove box from coming down too far. We need to remove that so we can get behind the glove box. Now you can typically just take your thumb and you're going to want to press forward towards the front of the CRV, and it'll pop off the little rod that it's on. Then we want to grab the edges or the sides of our glove box, just very gently press in, and then I'll allow the glove box to come down, and there'll be a cover right on the inside. There's little tabs on each side of the rectangle. You can squeeze those, pull it out, and it'll give us access to the cabin filter right behind it. So go ahead and pull this out. Now, it's a pretty good thing that we checked it. Obviously, there's a lot of large debris. We don't even need to open up the pleats to see it, but it's also changing colors. This is definitely time to change this filter. Because what ends up happening is this is going to reduce the amount of airflow because there's large pieces and the filter's getting clogged, which ends up putting a lot of restriction on your AC and your heating system, which eventually can cause a lot of problems down the road. So it's a good thing we're checking this. Because at a bare minimum, one of these leaves would fall out and fall into the fan, and I'll tell you from personal experience, that is one of the most annoying sounds when you're going down the road and you hear a bunch of leaves hitting the fan. So we'll go ahead and get rid of this. We'll take our new filter and we can put it in place. The one thing I do want to point out is it's a little bit dirty, but right here at the end of the filter, it'll tell you airflow with an arrow on it. You want to make sure you get the airflow in the correct direction, because again, just like your furnace filter, it does have a way that they want the air to go through the filter. So we'll grab our new filter, make sure that our airflow is pointing down, and then it's just as easy as reversing the steps that we took it out. So we'll just slide our filter into the box, grab our cover, make sure the arrow is pointing up, click it back into place. I always like to put that shock back and just kind of pull towards you, push the glove box back in, and that's all there is to it. But it really is that simple. Again, I don't think there's any reason to pay anybody to do it, especially when you can do it at home in a matter of minutes. But again, I'm Rob here at etrailer.com, and that'll finish up your look at the PTC Custom Fit Cabin Air Filter on our 2017 Honda CRV.